All right, so believe it or not, I'm standing under the shelter because it's raining right now. And pardon my mess around my shop. Believe it or not, that pole there, it's a temporary pole, is actually holding a dipole antenna. That's the the gray conduit that you see on the ground there, uh, right in there. You see a junction box, and so what I've got is a piece of coax that goes into that. Now this coaxial cable that we use only has a ground and I'd say a hot and a ground on it. Use the hot for the actual element side, and the ground is the ground. All right, so on this, in order to use it, the hot is on the side where the red tape is, the ground is on the side where the black tape is, and there's a piece of 12 gauge wire, just bare copper wire, that's soldered in there. One goes up on the hot side out that way, one goes down on the ground side that way. Now I chose to run this antenna vertical, but you can also run these things horizontal. I was going to try to turn it horizontal today, but the weather's been kind of crappy. However, I am going to stand it up and see if the conditions are right. I'm reading online there's a lot of skip rolling around, so we're going to try to get out on this thing with my little 33 watt unit that's in my truck as soon as I can get this thing stood up. All right, so this is stood up just temporarily, and the only reason why I say temporarily is I don't know that I'm going to use it full time. I may put it on a pole in the very backyard to use it, just to have a spare. But this is just, I wanted to test it to see if I can still make them. I haven't attached it to anything, so this is what I've been doing the last couple of nights just to utilize it. So let's get the truck and get it wired in and see what happens. All right, so what I'm using in the mobile is nothing other than a Uniden PC78 LTX. I picked this up from a radio shop here locally to me. It's actually in the town of Benson. The radio shop is called Mule City Radio, and got it for I can't remember. It was under $100, and the fella that owns the shop peaked it, so it's peaking out it's topping out right around 33 watts, and I've been really happy with it so far. I'm running a standard mic, although I do have a Cobra Echo mic, but I'm not sure if it's working or if there's some problems with it, because I've had it for a lot of years. But it is wired. This Uniden and Cobras are wired the same, so I can plug it up and use it. Through a talkback, I can hear it. It sounds like it's doing okay, but I've not had any confirmation that it's doing its thing out there. Planning on putting an echo chamber to it, more than likely. I'm not in a big hurry to do it, but so I'm more concentrated on getting a base station up and running. But on the truck itself, I've got a 102-inch stainless steel whip mounted on a toolbox with a spring, obviously, and it does okay. But anyway, let's go ahead and hook this antenna contraption of mine up and see if we can make contact with somebody out there. All right, so I'm in the truck, got it hooked up. It's picking up like it should. It's a little dark. It's obviously, let me see if I can try to change that. It's not really great, but so we're hooked up to the antenna. I'm sitting on my home channel, which is usually where I talk to the guys around here. Some older gentlemen. It's really cool to talk to those guys and listen to the stories they got to tell. And it's not all about just telling stories, man. I mean, it's talking about daily life and things of that nature. Now, if we're lucky enough to catch skip, if you guys don't know what skip is, that's exactly what it sounds like. Your signal gets into the elements and just skips along, and it could go anywhere. Back in the day when I was young and I was doing this, I was fortunate enough to even get into Venezuela at one point. I talked to Trinidad one time, the West Indies once. It's absolutely crazy, but that's what's so intriguing about it, is because you just never know. I mean, you may have one night where everything is working in your favor, or you may have a solid week where there's nothing. But that's the fun of it all. And regardless, you still got people locally that you can talk to. It's a lot of fun. So, like I said, I got it hooked up. Got it turned down right now. It's skips rolling. So. Oh. We're gonna see what we can do. I got a buddy that I was gonna try to get a hold of him and make contact with. A fellow I bought this T-Berry from. So, hang on. All right, let's see if we can make contact. These guys sound like they're local, but that's kind of misleading at times. Hey, break channel. Right. What are you running right now? 667? Yeah. I couldn't tell you. How about it, Cricket? Don't told me. Seemed like he said about 30 watts. I don't know. I was wired to that. We'll try this 427. Probably ain't gonna work, but we're gonna try it. Wishful thinking. God, they're down in Alabama? They sound like they're sitting in the truck. Damn. How about it 427? How about that 427 B506 trying? Yeah, how about it 427? Yeah, how about that 427 B506 Raleigh, North Carolina trying? How about it 427 B506 Raleigh, North Carolina trying? It ain't gonna do. All right, we'll try this again. God, man, this Mississippi. I don't know what the Magnolia State is, but they sound like they're sitting here with me. well, we give it a shot. Skip just rolling from every direction. It seemed like getting stepped on by people with a lot more power than my little 33-watt junk. So there's going to be a lot more to come. So stick around. Next couple, I'm going to get into this. Just picked this thing up from 1974, and it looks like it's brand new. Also, should be putting the base together in a couple, hopefully starting on that in a couple of days. And I got some other stuff too. I'm going to start tearing into an old radio that belonged to my grandfather that I used for a lot of years that I want to restore. So hang around, fellas. Lots more to come, and still dealing with this also. Take good care. Hope you guys are doing well. God bless you. God bless America. And we'll see you on the next one. Take care.